Have you ever stepped outside in your flip-flops only to feel the sharp sting of ants crawling up your ankles? Picture this. You're enjoying a sunny day in your backyard and suddenly your perfect outdoor oasis becomes the ants' playground. I know exactly how that feels, but don't worry, I'm here to change all that for you. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 simple steps that will not only rid your yard of ants, but ensure that they never return, ever. With 3 easy steps, you can make your yard completely ant-free forever. So if you're tired of constantly battling ants in your yard, then you're watching the right video. Whether it's biting ants, fire ants, or even the little scouts trying to build their colony, you don't need to live with them. I've been through this, and believe me when I say it took a lot of trial and error to figure out the secret to getting rid of them for good. Now, it's not just about killing ants. It's about understanding why they're there, and how to make your yard an inhospitable place for them forever. Stick around and watch this video to the end. I promise, you won't regret it. Before we get into the action steps, let's talk about why ants love your yard in the first place. I once dreamed of having a yard that I could enjoy all year round. Flip-flops on, warm sunshine, and no ants in sight. When I eventually moved to that place the moment I stepped onto my new property, I realized that I had one major issue. My yard was infested with ants, both biting ants and fire ants. My beautiful new yard, completely overrun by ants, those biting pests. Every time I went outside, I'd end up with bites on my ankles, between my toes, and sometimes even on the back of my legs. It was like a battle zone in my own backyard. So what's the deal? Why were ants so attracted to this property? Well, ants are highly selective when it comes to their real estate. They prefer soil that is dry, sandy, and well-draining, a perfect fit for my yard. But here's the kicker. That same sandy soil is like a gold mine to them. It holds their tunnels in place, which is why ants just keep coming back, no matter how many gets destroyed. And here's something you may not know. Ants outnumber humans millions to 1. So if you don't take the right steps, they'll just keep multiplying, and you'll find yourself back at square one. If this sounds familiar, then stick around and keep watching, because like I mentioned earlier, I'm about to share the secrets I discovered to finally win the battle against these relentless invaders. Here's the thing. Targeting those ant colonies with a quick spray or a stomp isn't enough. I tried everything. You destroy one colony and 2 more pop up in its place. Why? Because these ants are smart, and they're drawn to your yard for a reason. I will show you the surprising culprit. Step 1. Defend your yard. Defend your turf against ants. Think of this first step as a defensive strategy, and the first line of defense is creating a powerful barrier around your yard. It is your shield to stop ants from even thinking about setting up shop on your property. The best way to do this? Spread insect-killing lawn granules. These granules contain synthetic pyrethroids, basically insect contact killers. Why does this work? When you spread them around your yard, the synthetic pyrethroids act like an invisible shield. They create a barrier. They're especially effective against scout ants looking to establish new colonies. Any scout ants that wander into your lawn will pick up the poison, carry it back to their colony, and within a short time they won't be able to establish a new colony on your property. When should you apply it? Here's the trick. You need to apply these granules in late winter or early spring, right when insects start to wake up from their winter hibernation, right before ants start becoming active again. That way, they won't even get the chance to settle in. Now, here's where things get interesting. These granules will last up to 3 months. This gives you a solid defense against incoming ants for about 3 months, meaning you'll have long-term protection. And guess what? In some areas with long growing seasons, you might need to reapply in the fall too. Here is an important tip. Only apply these granules to your lawn. If you put them in your garden, you'll risk killing beneficial insects like earthworms, which we don't want. Keep them around the lawn perimeter and out of the garden beds. Applying them near your plants could disrupt your ecosystem. So only use them around the perimeter of your property and save your garden for organic solutions. Please make sure and try to remember that these granules are specifically for your lawn, not your garden. Step 2. Offensive strategy: attack the colonies. Even with a solid defense and the best defense, ants are persistent little creatures. There will be a few of them that will slip through the cracks. They'll find a way in. So, what do you do when that happens? Keep watching to find out. I know that you find this video informative so far, and will continue to find the rest of this video informational and very educational. So, go ahead and give me some support. This is simple, easy and free of cost, but significantly very important. It will only take a few seconds of your time, and like I mentioned before, it will cost you nothing, but will help to grow my channel and also enable me to spread more valuable needed information like this. Now, click on that thumbs up button. It's a simple act, but the impact can be massive. Imagine that simple click as a ripple in a pond, extending outwards to touch and influence others to become more conscious about becoming more informed about their health and well-being. It also helps to spread much-needed important information to a wider audience, which can potentially make a change in someone's life. So go ahead, show your appreciation for these types of informative videos. Click that thumbs up button to potentially make a change. Now, to ensure that you don't miss out on any more valuable content, click the subscribe button and the notification bell that is beside it, then select all to gain access to all the other videos on my channel and to stay up to date with any new ones that gets posted. Most importantly, subscribing is absolutely free. My channel isn't just about sharing, it's about building a community of knowledge seekers who understand the importance of staying informed and updated when it comes to a healthy lifestyle. Here's where your offensive strategy comes into play. Ant bait, the secret weapon. Get yourself some ant bait. This stuff is a game changer. It's a poison disguised as food. These little guys are genius. They trick ants into thinking they're food. All you need to do is place a small amount near the ant hills. The worker ants will take it back to the colony, and within 24 hours the entire colony, including the queen, will be wiped out. I know some of you are interested in a more natural approach. You can make your own DIY ant bait using borax, while natural alternatives like borax are incredibly effective. In my experience, the store-bought options work much faster and with less hassle. Use the pre-made traps for convenience and efficiency. And here's a pro tip. The best time to apply ant bait is in the early morning, right after sunrise, when the ants are most active. Walk around your yard, and when you spot any new hills, target them. Also, walk around your yard once a week to keep checking for new ant hills. Catch them early, and you'll avoid the headache of full-scale invasions. Step 3. Transform your yard. Make it ant-proof for good. Now, let's talk about the ultimate solution. Making your yard ant-proof for good. Imagine your yard not just free of ants, but transformed into a sanctuary where they will never want to come back. This step takes some time, but trust me, it's totally worth it. The secret to permanent ant prevention. The key: change your soil. You see, ants love sandy soil, well-drained soil, because it's perfect for tunneling and it's perfect for their nests. But here's the twist. If you can transform your soil into rich organic loam, ants won't stand a chance. I know this from experience. When I first moved into my yard, I had to fight those fire ants every day. But when I started adding tons of compost and mulch to my backyard, everything changed. The soil became dense and nutrient-rich. Ants couldn't dig their tunnels and they moved on. They hate organic matter. So to make your yard an unattractive place for ants, you need to transform that sandy soil into nutrient-rich. Over time, you'll see a massive difference. When the structure of your soil changes, making it impossible for ants to build their colonies. What I did? I turned my backyard into an edible landscaping paradise by adding those layers of compost and mulch to all my garden beds. Guess what? My ants no longer have any reason to hang out back there. But what about the walkways? The walkways. Even after transforming my garden, I still had a problem. My walkways, the sandy soil, was still attracting ants, so I lined the walkways with weed mats, another game-changing solution. They prevent ants from settling and stop them from building nests in the pathways. This is how you create a permanent barrier against ants. By creating a rich organic layer, not only will ants leave, but your plants will thrive too. It's a win-win. So let's recap. To wrap it all up, here's the three-step process to make your yard ant-free forever. 1. Defend. First, defend your yard. Use insect-killing granules to create a barrier around your yard. 2. Offensive. Second, when ants sneak through, take immediate action. Use ant bait to wipe out their colonies and to wipe out any stragglers. 3. Transform. And finally, turn your sandy soil into a rich organic loam that ants can't stand, transforming it into the ant-repelling paradise it was meant to be. By following these steps, you'll no longer be a victim of ant invasions. Trust me, I've been there. With patience and the right strategy, your yard can be completely ant-free. You'll have a yard that ants will avoid forever. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to click that thumbs up button and also the subscribe button. Let's make your yard the peaceful, ant-free paradise you've always wanted. Have you had issues with ants in your yard? Share your experiences and tips in the comments section below. And if you've tried these steps, let me know how they worked for you. The information provided in this video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for professional advice or diagnosis. Keep an eye out for my next upcoming video, but until my next video, click on the playlist that is displayed at the end of this video for more informational and educational videos like this. Also, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep learning. See you in the next video.